Hello and welcome to this special segment from Sigma Central Europe Media Zone. My name is Emanuele Frascadori and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Vladimir Malakchi, CEO and Managing Partner of Xanada Investments.
Nice to meet you, Emanuele.
Nice to meet you. How are you today?
I think as everybody on the second day, a bit tired, but still with energy.
I know, but still enjoying the conference. Yes.
Always.
Amazing. Glad to hear that. How do we approach cross-border investments, especially in regions with regulatory complexity but high innovation potential?
Very nice question. Starting from the hard one, yeah?
Yes,
See, like in our approach, we don't think firstly about regulations because anyway, like Xanada Investments is looking for people, and it doesn't matter like each business under strict regulations, under normal regulations, like some less understandable. It doesn't matter. All of them will have different issues, but they will have these problems. So firstly, we are trying to understand if the person whom we're investing in is ready for the complex things that he or she will meet.
Yeah,
and this is the most important, because if the person is ready and the person is ready for mistakes, for making mistakes and covering them, for some complexity things, because we have example, we invested in the markets without strict regulations, but then just in one day, the market was strictly regulated and they destroyed like more than 0.5% of the market.
Yeah.
And you imagine just in one day 50% of the market. So if you start thinking about this from the beginning when we invest in this, you can't predict it that someday regulator will create something additional which will, I don't know, help you or destroy the market, or anything can be helped, because you don't know what's in people's mind.
Yeah.
That's why of course we're checking the regulators, and we're checking mostly how the founders understand what the market they're jumping in and what the things they will need to work with. But at the end of the day, from first, the most important stuff is the people and their mindset. And after this, we're checking the markets and other things. So regulations are difficult, but I never seen the market where you can't adapt to it.
Okay, that's really insightful. Thank you. But how does Xanada foster long-term value creation for startups beyond initial funding, especially in fast-moving sectors like fintech and IT?
I think the main, let's start from the problems. What's the most popular problem of any startup, of any even successful startup? When they start growing until 100, 150 people, there is one CMO which is doing sales, marketing, processes, and other stuff. The same CEO, everybody is doing different things.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what's wrote in the job title, because things need to be done. Easy communication and not a lot of people. Easy to understand who is doing something, who is not doing, and everybody is interested in the managing of the things. When the project is growing, after 200 people, they need to be processes, because this startup vibe is not working anymore. Because psychologically, people after a group of 150 people, they need some additional leaders. You need to split them by the group. You need to make the correct hierarchy. You need to understand the processes. You need everything should be changed. And this is the stage where a lot of successful startups start struggling, because it's difficult, because you didn't manage this. You started I don't know, you and me decided to make business, bro, let's make everything, we will. And that's our vibe until we have 150 people.
Okay.
When we change it, it's changing. So when we're talking about what Xanada Investments has given, first of all, I think the most expensive, guys, we already made millions of mistakes. I never tell that we are ideal, we never make mistakes. We made it. And we will continue making them, and we already paid for them.
Good.
And you don't need to pay for these mistakes, because we already know if you move here, guys, sorry, but you will make a mistake. You need to do it like this and this. You need to analyze this number, because this number will show you that your operator is not so profitable, or your fintech project is not profitable, because you forget about this, because you never mentioned that these things can influence the whole unit economy. So of course I can tell about network things, connections, influence. It is important, but the most expensive, what at least I am trying to buy from people always, it's expertise, because it's saving you
Definitely.
hundreds of hours, because somebody already went through this and they paid for this and I can share it with you. So I think this is the most expensive. It saves you time.
I'm sure this resonates with a lot of people that are
Yep.
listening to you. Yeah. And Italy is now Europe's largest untapped online gambling market. How does Xanada assess market readiness in regions like Italy, where digital adoption is still catching up to demand?
I will lie if I tell that we're not interested in Italy. We're pretty interested in Italian
Good.
market. You're correct. It's one of the biggest European markets now. I think the biggest one after UK
Yeah.
probably. But the problem of Italy, it's pretty difficult to receive any kind of licenses, and this question is on discussions. I think for last 5 years, because if you want operators license in Italy, I think it's easy. It's easier to die jumping in the water, because it took like in 2025 they take in consideration to discuss the licenses that will be received in 2027.
Yeah.
And it's pretty difficult. If you want to buy any kind of licenses, it costs like numerous money, and
sure.
in some cases it's you never return this money if you buy this license. So yes, we're pretty interested in this market, because you're correct. It's big, it's understandable, nice audience, people fully understand what they're doing. So you don't need to teach them iGaming, because they know it. I think they can teach us in some ways of how to play games.
Yeah.
But the problem of from the investment point of view is to find some steps to be involved in this market legally. And we
Okay.
want to be involved here exactly legally under local licenses, working with operators and working with regulators and so on. So we are looking for the chances. So if somebody is seen and they have very nice, casino with the Italian license, just call me.
Yeah.
It's easy to find my contact. So everybody is looking for this. We can, but it's pretty difficult.
Well, hopefully they will clear the way for making it more accessible,
Yep.
because it would be such a shame otherwise. And with 12 billion euros still in offline gambling revenue, what kind of fintech or IT innovations could accelerate the online migration in Italy?
I think European market, the whole European, don't only Italian. They're trying to work with crypto things, but they're a bit afraid of it, because they think that it will, shut down your usual banking system or something like this. Because at the end of the day, from my point of view, what is popular called fiat audience and crypto audience, it's two different audiences.
Yeah.
And exactly in products, especially in iGaming and fintech projects, it's another audience. It's with another mindset. They need another products, they need another approach, they need another retention and so on. And Europe is not ready for it. But once Italy will be ready to attract and to work properly with crypto audience, I think this will just grow market at least twice.
Okay, great.
That's why the world is changing, and government is a bit slow in changes, disappointingly, but
As usual.
it is what it is.
Yes.
So once government will be ready to really accept changes and fastly react on them, that will influence all the markets, and especially like it will influence success, which
Okay.
is pretty good for any government in the world.
Yeah, it's fascinating to hear that, it's all sort of like in the hands of the government in a way. How does Xanada leverage its ecosystem and industry expertise to help portfolio companies navigate and capitalize on regulatory complexities while driving innovation?
I think I will give one example, just pretty simple so everybody can understand.
Okay.
Let's imagine you're launching a new game provider with no name brand, nobody knows. Probably very good product, nice games, but nobody knows you.
Yeah.
You have some network of, like 10, 15, 20 operators all the world, and they won't take you until you have 10 games, until you show them some numbers, because
Yeah.
hundreds of providers. if you come to Xanada investment for this, first of all, we have more than 40 operators all over the world with a pretty big numbers, which can show all the market that the games are working, and all the numbers are given from the beginning. Also inside our ecosystem, we have several platforms with, I think, more than 30 operators already as well. It's additional, which will be happy to take your games as well.
Yeah.
So this is how ecosystem is working, because after some operators will see that you are like represented on 1 to 3 top operators in this region, I can bet like $500 they will try to take you, because I've already checked this. We've done it several times
You've
with
done it
my
before,
ex
yeah.
company.
Uh-huh.
You're jumping to any top player, and you don't need to sell anymore in this market, because everybody is coming to you themselves and telling like, we've seen you in top player, we need you, and you're taking okay, like 5% plus, and that's how it works. So this is the influence of ecosystem, and that's how it's very simple example. I won't jump inside complicated things, how you can influence, how you work with the partners, how you save money, because there are a lot of very strategic moves that you can do, because we're spending a lot of market and time, most of our money and time on the traffic, operators, and a lot of other things. And of course, like, somebody will be more pleasant to you if you're coming from the group who is spending like 10 million, 15 million per month. Of course, they will be more happy to work with you, because they understand what the value you're providing than you if you're just coming with them with your 100,000, because it's the matter of money. Everybody here is just talking about great missions, but let's be honest, guys. In this market, everybody's coming to earn money.
Of course.
And you never seen the big slogans like "we will change the world" to something like this. Yes, we will change the world of entertainment because we want to earn more money.
Yeah.
That's how it works. So if when you come into the big groups with a network, with operators, with a lot of founders, they're sharing you with your expertise, and also they're sharing with you a lot of other stuff like network connections and how to work with the right people, and also spendings.
Okay.
That helps.
That's a great way to put it. And one final question. What advice do you give founders operating in fragmented regulatory landscapes where innovation tends to outpace policy?
Stop running for innovations. And this is very, very big buzzword, like innovations. If you really know something in exact this field, and you see the problem and you feel it for years, and all your colleagues feel this problem, and you want to change this with innovations, that's the good approach.
Yeah.
But when you want, like, I want to develop something new because I want to develop something new, bro, forget about this. Just do something that you're expert in, do it properly, do it correctly, and everybody from investment point of view will like you.
That's a great advice. Great advice. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you so much for the questions and for your time.
Of course, it's a pleasure. Vladimir Malakchi, CEO and Managing Partner of Xanada Investments. Thank you for sharing your vision, and we'll be looking forward to seeing how it all evolves in the near future.
Thank you, guys. Ciao.
My name is Emanuele Frascadore. You're watching Sigma Central Europe. Thank you very much.